Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatles Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video on this very special day, and I hope you are all doing well. Well, it is finally here. The song Now and Then, the last Beatles song Now and Then, is here. We've all heard it. I've played it about 20 times already, and I've played it on all different formats. I've listened to it in the house on my main hi-fi through my speakers and played it loud and proud. I've listened to the Dolby Atmos mix, although my AV amp doesn't actually process Dolby Atmos, so it kind of downgrades it to 5.1 Dolby Digital. I've listened to it on headphones, which I don't normally do. Don't usually listen to music on headphones unless I'm on the move somewhere. And I've played it through my computer on this this system that I have here, which is, you know, a proper hi-fi system. There's an amp and a DAC attached to my computer, so I've listened to it in here as well. And you know, if you want me to put a one-word summary of this song, it's stunning. In fact, I'll do two words. It's absolutely stunning. The production is fantastic. And when Paul let it drop that there was this single coming 3 or 4 months ago, it seems like an absolute eternity, but it was only about 3 or 4 months ago. A lot of people were saying, why are they doing this song? It's a terrible song. And they were basing that opinion on a half-finished, badly recorded demo. And when you consider that, you know, I understand that opinion. But I said at the time to anyone who would listen, just wait until you've heard the final version before you judge the song, because you know, I've always been sort of, you know, quietly optimistic that this would turn out well, but also kind of loudly cautious that it might not. And so from that point of view, I am absolutely thrilled with what they have done here. You know, if there's that expression, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Well, it seems that you can if you're the Beatles. But I'm not here to sort of, you know, to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. I totally get this is not Strawberry Fields Forever or I Am the Walrus or Hey Jude or Let It Be, and it's certainly not A Day in the Life. And where this song will eventually rank against the rest of the Beatles catalogue is impossible to say at this stage, because those songs we have known for decades and, you know, grown to love them through the years, and this one is fresh and we're excited about it. So I'm not going to say, you know, it's up at that level, but this has turned out much better than my expectation for it. So I'm really pleased about that. So let's just talk about the song now. I think that, to my mind, and this might be going on in my head, that there is a poignant moment right from the get-go. Now, the song starts with a count-in, just like the first song on the first Beatles album, I Saw Her Standing There. It starts with Paul counting 1, 2, 3, 4. This song starts with a count-in by Paul, 1, 2, 3, and then nothing. So there are still 4 beats before the music comes in, but really only audible is the 1 and the 2. And I'm just wondering whether that is a little nod to the fact that there are only 2 Beatles left. That's just my initial thoughts. That might be just something that is in my head, but that was my initial thoughts. The song starts with a piano with an absolutely gorgeous tone. John's piano has been removed. I think there's a harpsichord underneath that as well. And then John's vocal comes in, and it is so clear. It is so beautiful. It is absolutely to use that word again, stunning. You know, it kind of really sort of makes the hairs on the back of your neck stick out. It is a really big moment in the song. we get the first verse. Ringo comes in at the end of the first verse with a cross stick across his snare, a very subtle entrance into the song, like he always makes on all sort of Beatles ballady type songs. I should have also said that right from the word go, there is an acoustic guitar underneath that piano and harpsichord, which could be George or it could be Paul. We don't know, but it is definitely there. And by the time we get towards the end of the second verse, the strings are in. And very interestingly, the last line of that second verse is just Paul and John singing the words "We'll love you" together. There's then a key change, a very Lennon-esque key change, unusual key change, but very typical of John. And we get into the chorus, which is very, very hooky indeed. I think we have Ringo singing with Paul and John on the words "now and then" that appear twice in that chorus. But the second line, you have just Paul and John singing the words "I miss you," and they're singing "I miss you" to each other for completely different reasons. John because he misses his friend, and Paul because John's not here anymore. So that is another really poignant moment in the song. Just fantastic stuff. When we get to the guitar solo in the middle of the song, it's a much longer solo than George would probably normally play. It's played by Paul, but in George's slide style. And when we get to the second half of that solo, where the strings are back in and playing over the top of that guitar solo, that is where we can hear the backing vocals that have been lifted from the song, because you can hear them as clear as a bell. I can't actually hear the backing vocals that are supposedly been lifted from Here, There and Everywhere and Eleanor Rigby. I'm not actually spotting where they are in the song, and maybe I will find them later on more plays of the song. There is a second guitar solo right towards the end of the song, a much shorter one, and the tone of the guitar is slightly different to the first one. So I'm wondering whether that might be George's original solo. As I say, it's certainly much shorter. Could be Paul, could be George. I don't know. As we head towards the end of the song, where the strings are playing, duh, 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 duh. It's "I Am the Walrus." It hasn't been lifted, but it sounds just like the strings in "I Am the Walrus" as well. And I absolutely love that descending outro, that duh, 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 duh. Just fantastic. No one can say that this song is not Beatley. It is very, very Beatley, and I love it very much. As far as the importance of this song goes, I totally get why Paul thinks that this song was important to finish. We know the story that that he's told that one of the last things that John said to him while he was alive was, "Think of me every now and then, my old friend." And Paul, that's always stuck with Paul, and Paul has always wanted to get this song finished, because I think that he believes that this song is a conversation to him, and or at least to the Beatles, and it was important to get it finished. And the lyrics aren't, they're not pulling up any trees, but the words that are here, if they are taken in that context, they are very poignant and very emotional as well. So I totally get why Paul wanted to finish this song. And congratulations to everyone involved in making this song happen. Peter Jackson's team have done a brilliant job by being able to extract the vocals and make them sound so clear in the mix. Giles Martin's production on this is absolutely fantastic, spot on. Again, it's a great sounding record. I know there will be people, Beatles fans are the biggest moaners in the world, and they will find something in this to moan about, no doubt. But everyone hears things differently, and if this had been horrible, I would have said it was horrible. You know, some of the reviews of songs on albums that I've done on my channel before sort of, bear out that, I will say if I don't think something's very good, but I think what they have done here is quite remarkable, really, when you think of what they had to start with. And you've got to also remember, in context of the Beatles back catalogue, that they set the bar really, really high, and it is totally unrealistic to believe that they could achieve those sort of heights at this stage of the game. But what they have given us is a really lovely song. They've given us a new song. It sounds fantastic. It's poignant. It's emotional. It's Beatly above everything else. I think they have done a fantastic job, and I hope you all enjoy it. I can't imagine any true Beatles fan not being happy with getting this song. Honestly, I really can't. I know that people like to moan for the sake of moaning, but I can't really think of. I can't see people not being happy with the results of this. It's easy to forget that this song is a double A side officially, although it's not really. So just a quick word on Love Me Do, which I'll cover more when I do my review of the Red album. The remix of Love Me Do. Now, this isn't a song that is going to benefit that much from the remix, because the version that we've had on past masters has always been in mono, and on the Red album it's always been in mono, so it is here in stereo for the first time. But you never had that stereo panning on Love Me Do that you do on some of the other songs, so the big benefit is not really there. But I did notice that the harmonica is coming through sort of loud and clear, sounds really nice, as does the bass as well, and you can hear the sort of the hand claps much clearer in the mix, and the acoustic guitar as well. So I really liked the mix of Love Me Do, and I think it's sort of it's shining a little bit brighter than it was before, but more on that when I come to do the Red album review. Okay, right, now I want to know what you think of this song. Look, I read all your comments. I will respond to all your comments. There's a lot going on at the moment, and I will get to your comments eventually. I still haven't finished the comments on the last video yet about the documentary, and we've still got the video to come as well, which I'll be talking about tomorrow. But I do want to hear what you think, so please tell me down in the comments. That's all from me. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.